On this video, I want to look at a new filing requirement for small business. It's called a BOI. It's a beneficial ownership information, and it's part of this Corporate Transparency Act that happened in 21. It's a filing with the Department of Treasury. It's not part of a tax return. So I think the important thing is that it's a new requirement. Nobody's aware of it. It's not going to be on your tax return this year. But why do I have to report? Because they believe there's a lot of money laundering going on out there. So now what they're doing is they're trying to track everybody. They're trying to track disregarded entities. They're trying to track phony entities. And in this, they're not only looking at who's the owner, who controls it, and also who is filing it. So we just have to report it because it's a federal requirement and mainly dealing with, they want to know who is out there, and they want, in case there's again, illegal actor, there's money laundering, we're going to go see who is in charge. The next one is, what companies is it? Well, that's called a reporting company. And you know, there's a whole bunch of information out there. A reporting company is the following. It's a corporation, CRS. It's an LLC, whether it's a partnership, an S Corp, a C Corp, or it's a disregarded entity LLC. To summarize that company is a company that is filed with the state which it's in. They've had a filing with the Secretary of State, not the Department of Revenue, but the Secretary of State. If you have a filing there, then you're going to be under this. And I'm going to look at Larry Gray. My companies, I've got some LLCs. I've got one that's disregarded. I'm going to have to file a report on it. I'm going to have to file one on the partnership that's an LLC, like the CPA firm I'm in. I've got an LLC that's real estate, that all it gets is one check a year. I'm still going to have to file on it. So my companies is pretty well, there's some exceptions, but those exceptions have nothing to do with small business. They're companies that's already registered. So when I look at that, I'm telling you what I'm going to have to do. What I'm going to do after the first year, this filing, you file it online with FinCEN. You can't mail it in. So, and they're not opening the website up until tomorrow, January 1st, 2024. I'm going to go out there and do one or two of my own companies. I plan on filming it so you can see that experience. Here's the thing that's going to happen. When I file that disregarded entity, I'm going to have to file a report on the company and then me as a beneficiary owner. At the CPA firm, there's 3 partners. We have to file one on the CPA firm and then one on each one of the 3 of us. We're going to have to do that. So we got to do the company and then also what they call the beneficial owners. And with that, it's the fact that, I'm going to do future videos on this and drill down a lot more. I'm giving you that 30,000 level, and that is the fact that if you're watching this and you're a small business, you're going to have to file. Is the forms out yet? No, they won't be out till tomorrow. And again, you won't be able to mail it in. So I think that's important. What happens if I don't want to do it? $500 a day once you go beyond the deadline, up to $10,000 and 2 years in jail. Yes, it is the Department of Treasury, FinCEN, not the Department of Treasury, IRS. 2 different reportings. When you go in to file your return, you're not going to be doing this. But the most important thing, this is an awareness video. I'm going to drill down in the detail more. I can tell you this, the reporting part is not, it's not a big lift. You know, it's going to be company name, address, ID number, and proof of something. On me, the individual, it's going to be my name, my address, driver's license, or something. Now, in 2025, if you already exist today, this is December 31st, 2024. If you exist today, you've got 1 year to go out and do it right. But just be sure you don't go beyond that year. But if a new entity is created tomorrow and in the future, they have, for the period of 2024, they have 90 days. But starting 1/1/25, they have 30 days. They have to go out to FinCEN and file this report within 30 days of the creation of the company. Then you have 30 days anytime there's a change. So if somebody builds a new home and moves, they got that change address, they've got to change that for the beneficiary owner. But if the owner Like, for example, I got a couple of them that's at my home. If I move, I have to change the address for the company, but I also have to change the address for me within 30 days, or it's $500 a day. If I willfully don't do it, up to 2 years in jail and a $10,000 fine. So they're very serious about this, and I think it's very important that we comply. So I've kind of give you a high-level recap of this. I want you to stay tuned for future videos. I'm going to go in and drill down on, the detail on the company. I'm going to look at, let me just steal this little sheet right here. So I'm going to look at in detail in these 6 areas. Does my company have to report its beneficial owners? Who is a beneficial owner? It could be somebody that's not even an owner in the company. It could be a manager. Then does my company have to report the company's applicant? We will define what the applicant is, and there's a difference in the rule prior to 25, post 23. Or excuse me, prior 24, post 25. What specific information does my company need to report? Again, that's where I'm going to do a video. I'm going to be showing you what I have to disclose. When and how should my company file its initial report? I just mentioned it. If you're not in existence today and you get created in 2024, you've got 90 days. If you're today, you've got the whole year to do it. But once you do it, if there's a change in the reporting information, you got 30 days to comply. And what if there's a change or inaccuracy? That's what we're doing. So with that, I hope that this helps. I will follow up with some videos in more depth, but be aware you have to do this if you are a corporation of any type, you're an LLC of any type. See you on the next video.